In this video, I'm going to be showing you how you can scale cold DMs. So this is from you sending out your first initial DMs all the way to you sending 3,000 plus cold DMs per day. When trying to achieve this, there's typically 4 stages that you need to go through. Firstly, we have create, then we have KPIs, then we have proof of concept, and then we have scale. So before I go on to this, you're probably asking yourself right now, who on earth is this kid trying to give me advice? My name's Joseph, I run a content agency. This essentially means we help large business owners doing multi-6 all the way to multi-8 figures per year do their content. This could be from ideating, scripting, editing, social media management, pretty much the whole malarkey. And we've been able to scale predominantly to multi-6 figures just from cold outreach alone. So I'm pretty qualified to tell you how to do it. So first we're going to start with create, and this is the script. The script is a very important process, but before we continue, I want you to understand it is not the be all and end all. Yes, you need a good script, but you also need a good profile. So we will be covering this later on. So right now I have 2 examples of scripts. This guy asking the following: hey, are you running ads? I can defo help you. That's cool. Let's be real, no one's really going to answer to this. Instead, you really want to follow this process. And this is the process we follow ourselves when my VAs are sending out the cold DMs. Firstly, we have personalization. Next, we have case study. And finally, we have value. So I want to walk you through the entire process right now. So when it comes to personalization, it really consists of 2 factors. Firstly, their name. I've seen so many people try and pitch me within the DMs, and they're not even saying my name. They can't even be asked to look at it. Instead, they're just saying something like, hey bro, or just hey. Come on guys, add some personalization to this. Secondly, you want to compliment them on something. This could be you liked whatever video it is. So let them know what video it is. Maybe you liked a certain attribute of their outfit. It really doesn't matter too much what it is, but just make sure you're complimenting them on something and it's personalized. Don't just say, I loved your video. You're not implying which one. I loved this video, okay? From here, we have case study. This is really important. It shows that what you're pitching them or what you're trying to provide them value with before you pitch them actually works. If you don't yet have a case study, what I would recommend doing is doing the following. So firstly, stick into the personalization framework. Next, go into your honesty framework. So this is basically where you're going to say, look, I don't yet have a case study. I haven't yet helped anyone with it, but I would love to help you for free. Here is what I do. And then you do the value part. So we'll get onto that in a bit. But when it comes to the case study, you would frame it as the following. So with personalization, hey John, I love X video. I just helped my client John make multi-6 figures through. So this is going to be your unique mechanism or your service. Would it be okay? And then you then go into the value part. So this is where you're going to teach them about your entire process, provide them with value before you pitch them. A lot of people currently do this within the DMs where they try and provide feedback on a certain thing. What I used to do before I did this method, which I'm about to show you, I would just send them a few paragraphs on what to change with their hooks, like scripting, etc. It got me a really, really low KPI response rate. So what I did instead was I made a value VSL. So this is where I walk them through. It's around 30 minutes, the entire process that they need to follow to start making money from their content. And all it was a YouTube video. And I would just ask permission. So my entire script would be on the lines of this. Hey John, I really liked X video. I just helped my client John achieve X. Would it be okay if I sent you over a super simple video showing you how to do this? And this is where people are going to respond with yes. You see the difference here, guys. You're not instantly pitching them. No one's going to hop onto a call with you. You probably have about 5 followers and you're asking them to do ads. No one's going to respond. You need to firstly come from a place of value. Break down how your system works. get them to watch your YouTube video. In the future, I probably will make a video further breaking down the scripting structure you guys need to follow for this. And then when they say yes, you send it over. From here, you can further nurture, but I'll get onto this in separate videos. So now I really want to go over a cold DM, a really, really strong principle. So this is a cold DM law 1. You must align to this whenever sending cold DMs. You want to have an aged account. When I refer to an aged account, I mean something that is over 4 years. You can't just make a new account, start sending DMs. Instagram are going to flag this. They're probably going to see you as spam and you're going to get your account blocked. So you need to make sure your account is 4 years or older. And when you are sending cold DMs out on this account, you only want to send 8 to 10 messages per hour with a maximum of 50 messages per day on a single account. And this is really where most people hit a ceiling. They hit a ceiling. They think they've stopped. They think they can't do any more cold DMs. But this is well and truly a limiting belief, which I'm going to be solving today in this video. Okay? So now that we've covered our scripting mechanism, it's really important that we have key performance indicators to understand what's working, what's not. And this is how we do it. So right here, we have the 3 stages of our script: personalization, case study, and value. And what we're going to do for each one within the testing process to understand which one's going to get us the highest response rate, every 2 weeks, we're going to change this, okay? But we're only going to change one part, and we're going to KPI track each one. So for the personalization, instead of complimenting them on their video, we can compliment them on their achievements. Just list out what they've done. We're then going to track if the response rate has increased or decreased. And we're then going to repeat this process for case study and value, but only changing one part at a time. So obviously if we change all the parts, it's going to be extremely hard to know what works and what doesn't. And guys, yes, these first 2 parts, they're really tedious. I understand. It's just something you have to go through to really be able to get to the next level. Keep KPI testing, okay? Really improve on your VSL, on your value proposition VSL. This can take a while to really nail, get comfortable speaking in front of a camera. Perfectly fine. It is what it is. The time's going to pass either way, so you might as well use it doing something productive, like improving upon your DM scripts, your value proposition VSL, instead of just scrolling on TikTok. So now that we've tracked all of these things, like I was saying earlier, it's also really important to understand that the script, it's not everything. There's other key principles which are really important when trying to get that 4 to 5% response rate. This is what we achieve for. This is the KPI that I set to all my VAs. They need to hit it each month, okay? But I can't just tell them they need to hit it if I'm not helping them by constantly improving upon our scripts, our profiles, and my content. And these are the 3 key things you guys need to change. Firstly, your profile picture. It needs to be you. Right here, I have Charlie Morgan. I really like his profile picture. Some people cut it out behind them, so they got a different color. Well, I think this is I don't even know what color this is. Like a baby bluish, I'm not too sure. But yeah, for my profile picture, I don't have this. I think I'm in Marbella or something. I'm not too sure. And then next we have lifestyle content. Lots of people make mistakes and they go straight to just posting value content. Yes, you want value content so you can remove limiting beliefs, objections, make prospects actually trust you and understand you know what you're talking about. But you also need lifestyle content for multiple reasons. You're not trying to come across as a robot. You've probably been pitched so many times by accounts which have 200-300 reels on them. And it's hard to truly trust them because they don't look like they're coming from a place of genuine help. It just looks like they're pumping out content all day, sending cold DMs, and they don't really want to help you. They just want to grow their business as much as possible. So by you also just showing your lifestyle and what you're about is going to help people to trust you more. Maybe you have pets, post your pets. I think in one of my photos, I have a couple pictures of my dogs. Show what you're interested in. I hate golf, but I still have a picture of me playing golf. I like to travel, so here's a picture of me on a plane. And then finally, we have value content. When it comes to value content, guys, so many people, and this is my content agency experience speaking, so many people are so focused on trying to go viral. Trust me when I say that going viral, it doesn't really mean anything. It looks amazing on paper. You're going to get loads of likes, loads of views, okay? But it's really hard to generate good leads just because you're often going to be speaking about a generalized topic, not a hyper-focused topic. So all I want you guys to focus on is making content around your dream client's number one pain points. So as an example of my content agency, most people struggle to find time to create content. It's meant to be a clock. Another one is most people don't know what scripts to use. So I'll show them how to do a good scripting format. Most people don't know how to edit a good brand style. So I'll show them some really cool editing styles. These are some problems which they face. So I make content around this, just solving these problems. So if you guys run Facebook ads as an example for realtors, you want to focus on solving problems which they may face, which is likely going to be lead quality. Now what you guys are going to do, as I said, these first two stages, they're a drag. You're just going to repeat this process until, congratulations, you've either signed your first paying client or a free client, just depending on what stage you are within your agency. And to set expectations, this can be as quick as you want it to. If you're putting in the work and you apply what I'm about to show you for the first half of this video and the second half, there's no reason why you couldn't do this, especially when it comes to a free client within a month. You're really going to get out of this what you put in. And after you've watched this video, I really urge you not to watch any others. Yes, some people may give you some incredible advice, but here is literally everything you need to do. In fact, delete YouTube and just do this for 6 months straight. And I promise you, you will see incredible results. So now we're going on to the scaling part. So congratulations, you've now made your first dollar online or your first dollar through cold DMs. So well done on that. And right before, this was your cold DM process. So yourself and your Instagram, you manually send in these cold DMs. Long process with having to do every other thing. I know, it's got to be done. Next, this is going to be your process after. So still yourself, still your Instagram profile, but instead, you're going to hire a cold DM virtual agent to do this for you. There's so many websites you can do this through. So really do your due diligence on this when looking. I'm going to film a completely separate video showing you the best websites to go on to hire someone. But something which I've learned, and it's definitely helped me a lot: hire slowly, fire fast. When I first made my first bit of money, I was in such a rush to hire a cold DM virtual agent. I interviewed them for like 20 minutes. I didn't even read that application. I just hopped on a call with them because they're the first person to apply to my job listing. Of course, that person no longer works for me. So learn from my mistakes and really take your time. This could be a 1 to 2 week process. It's perfectly fine, guys. In the meantime, just stay to what you're doing. Just manually send them. I don't want you to lack during this time and not do it yourself. Still put in the work. And once you hire someone, it's going to result in, firstly, you having 50 messages per day sent on autopilot. You've now freed up your time. So 5 hours to be exact, just because you're sending 10 per hour. But this is once again where most people get lazy. Most people are like, yes, I'm sending out 50 DMs. I don't need to do any more. But it's going to make it really hard for you guys to scale at the speed I'm sure you want to. And I was in this position for a while. I thought I had made it. I was like, I have someone working for me. This is awesome. But guys, I was sending 50 a day. Well, he was sending 50 a day. That's nothing. And I was expecting to reach these 50k months by sending 50 DMs. It doesn't work like that. So this is where you need to scale. You guys need to get multiple IG accounts, okay? Once again, you need to align to what I said. So 4 to 5 years old. I'm sure a lot of you are probably going to have maybe 2 to 3 old Instagram accounts. Just sign into them, rebrand them using the principles I provided you. When it comes to this, you can just use the exact same profile picture as your other account. Don't worry about filming a whole new load of content for the other account. You can just repurpose it into all your accounts. And now guys, you're going to have 2 VAs. So that's 100 messages total. I know some people make their VA send so many more. I have a friend who I think has a single VA who sends 400 DMs. I only make mine send 50 per day. And the reason behind this is because I have a really niche criteria of the people I'm trying to work with. So as an example, it's not like a real estate agent where they can literally just go through Grant Cardone's follower list, just mass DM every single person. They need to use multiple different strategies. I'll make a whole training on this once again. If this video does well, walking you through it. So this really depends on who you're trying to target. If it's a very mass niche, such as real estate, yeah, make them do 400 DMs because they're going to do it within the same time as 50. This typically takes between 6 to 8 hours. And guys, now what's going to happen is you're growing your team, which is amazing. You're not having to send the cold DMs out yourself. And this is where you're really going to have to step up as the CEO of the company and make sure you're a good leader. I lacked in this department for a while. I used to have no weekly meetings. I had KPI trackers, but I wasn't regularly checking them. So I never even knew what their response rate would be. I barely had daily communication with them, and I didn't really have any incentives. And it wasn't until one of my mentors told me about the importance of leadership and how that's truly how you scale the company from your first 5 figures to 6 figures all the way to 7, which is what I'm currently aiming for now within my agency. So I want you to have weekly meetings. I have mine every single Monday, a set meeting at 12:30 p.m. And then if I notice some of them may not be doing the best job, we'll just hop on a quick 15 minutes call just throughout the week, just so I can make sure everything is okay with them and help them in any way possible. And like I said, their monthly target is the 5% response rate. So every single morning on my calendar from 8 to 8:30, I go into all my VAs and I check their KPI trackers, okay? And next we have daily communication. You want to have a Slack channel with every single one of your VAs in. This is just going to make public announcements so much easier, such as, hey guys, congratulations, what a week, you guys crushed it, we booked X amount of calls. Just something to really make them proud of what they've done and show them that what they're doing is doing an amazing job. And from this, you can provide incentives. So I give all my VAs bonuses, okay? So yeah, just set your bonus structure up to really align to how much you charge for something. Obviously, if you charge low ticket, you're not going to want to give them too much because all your profit's going to be gone. If you charge high ticket, you can give them a bit more. I would recommend for this 2 to 3%. Okay, I'm back. Apologies if the camera angle has changed. My camera overheated. But anyway, so once you guys have really mastered the principles of leadership, you can start significantly growing your cold outreach process. So this is where you're going to be able to start hitting those 2,000, 3,000, or really as many as you want DMs per day. The sky is truly the limit, guys. And what I would highly recommend doing first is mastering leadership, ensuring that you are doing these things first. Hold yourself accountable. Make sure you're showing up for your 2 team members each day, ensuring that they're hitting this 5% response rate. This is really going to solidify and provide a proof of concept that your training is good and it can actually let these guys reach it. Daily communication, help them in any possible way. And once you've done this, I then want you to start scaling it. So as you can see, you at the top, you are going to be completely removed from the whole DM process unless you decide to do the appointment setting yourself. I currently don't have an appointment setter. I do all of this myself just because I just like doing it. But if you wanted to, you could hire someone to do it for you. And then as you can see, you're also going to hire a VA manager. It's going to become really, really hard for you to manage. Let's say you have 30 virtual agents yourself, whilst also having to manage the people doing the service delivery for you. And this is why I recommend getting a VA manager who's going to be doing all of this for you. The only thing you're going to be now hosting is the weekly meetings. They're going to be keeping the VAs accountable, tracking KPIs, daily communication with them. Okay. And as you can see, we're really starting to scale this. 50 DMs per day on each one, or depending upon your niche, we could do 400 plus. This is going to start building up really, really quick. And then from here, once prospects start responding, they're going to go straight to the appointment setter or you. And this is where you guys can further nurture, get them on the calls and get that close. It truly is just a numbers game. The more input you put, the better output. This is going to result in you getting more responses, more calls booked, more closes. And then finally, it's up to the VA manager, as I was saying, to really be tracking everything. So for the final part of this video, I really want to be going over the key lessons that I've learned to prevent you guys from ever making these mistakes. Firstly, as I've discussed a lot already, leadership. I used to really neglect this. I thought that I would hire someone, throw them into the ring, let them figure it out themselves. But it didn't really build the company culture I wanted. I now have an incredible company culture. I am truly so proud of it. Everyone is amazing to each other. Anytime someone gets a bonus, we all reward each other within the Slack channels. We all have fun on our weekly meetings, but we also hold each other accountable and ensure they even hold me accountable. They make sure that I'm always there for the weekly meetings, that I'm speaking to the VA manager frequently, and really just helping them for everything. So guys, leadership is going to result in a whole better work environment. Once again, my camera's just overheated. It's actually quite warm in the UK currently, just looking out my window. But leadership, guys, please focus on this, build an amazing culture, and it's going to result in your virtual agents just working harder, getting better results, because they know they're going to be rewarded for the bonuses. Okay. Another key lesson I learned was to completely remove any limiting beliefs I had. So when I first started making some money from my agency, I was really scared about investing it back into employees on the service delivery side, as well as virtual agents. I was trying to keep it for myself just to buy like some new clothes or something. This is the completely wrong way to go about it. Until you're making about 100K a month, you guys should really be focusing on just really putting the work within your agency, investing, guys. And this is what I want to break down for you guys today. Please do not worry when you're trying to make your first 10K a month if you're not doing too good in profit. It's fine. You're in the growing stages. You're in the stages of you getting an amazing team behind you, which you're going to grow and nurture and hit those 100K, a million months. Okay. I know you guys can hit it. We all can. And this is why we work so hard as entrepreneurs to do it. But please guys, just don't miss out on tomorrow for today's future. Invest in a team. Start really increasing your input, guys. And I promise you, you're going to get a better output. But that's it for today's video. I hope you found it super valuable. If you have, make sure to follow me or subscribe to me. Reach out to me on IG. I'll put it in the description in case you guys have any questions. But I hope you have a great rest of your day.